Hey everybody, welcome back to the wealth around us. As you can see, I've refinished and got all that paint off of my brand new malcan stove. I'll give you a close look at that. Turned out really well, and the heat transfer contact, I'm just going to leave it unpainted because this raw metal it radiates a lot more heat than it was with paint on it, which tells me that that paint was insulative, which is unusual, but hey, that's how it goes. But this video is pretty much for Cutlerylover because, you know, he's all into everything cutlery, and I have some unusual knives too. I don't, collect them on the scale he does. I just have what I need, but I thought I'd just share them with you a little bit. And as you can see, this is my main thing. This one you all have seen before on the bug out bag videos, and it's a nice, well-used, kind of Book of Eli style Colombian machete. It's made out of extremely hard metal. I don't know what it is, but Hank cut those holes with his impact drill and used a titanium bit, and as you can see there, one of them heated up so bad the tip of the bit started getting red hot. Yeah, this was some serious metal. It took maybe 15 minutes to get each of those holes in it, so I like it though. It's real solid. It's a little heavy for its size, but I like the overall grip and length on it. I do like that lip right there so that it doesn't slip from your hands. That's my old standby. That goes on my bug out bag and it never leaves it. Now here, this next knife has a story to it. That is a handmade Finnish hunting knife that one of my best friends gave to me for my birthday years and years ago. And I have never, ever left for hunting, never gone to the woods or anything else without this knife. This knife is really solidly built. It's made of very nice steel, and it holds a really, really sharp edge. As you can see, it's seen its age, but despite that, usually I've bashed things with that handle before, and it's really held up to the test of time. You hear a lot about Scandi knives. You hear a lot about Tonto knives and Japanese knives. You hear a lot about SOGs and Spyderco, but you never hear about Finnish knives. And I guess that's about your standard. As you notice, it's got two blood fullers on it. Nice thick spine. This metal, I don't know what it's made out of. I don't think it's hand forged, but I do know that it's very, very, very tough stuff. It takes a long time for that knife to get dull no matter what you're doing with it. Here was another couple gifts. This one was from my mother last Christmas. Brand new Remington Sportsman. I like the Realtree camo. It's extremely grippy. Nice parkerized blade. Sharp as all get out. I mean, this thing will shave hair right off your arm. It's like a scalpel. And I do like these little quillions too on here. I always like to have those. I don't like my hands slipping onto the blade or anything stupid like that. And as far as a knife goes, I'll probably, like as a hunting knife, I'll never need another one. This knife is extremely well constructed. You can see the lever lock there, or the liner lock. It's very, very thick, real hard to move, but yet it's extremely easy to deploy. But that's one of my favorites now. Now this is another one of my favorites. Co-star on this series, Hank, he gave me that one year for a Christmas present. I had bought him, he's big into 007, so I bought him a knife called the Goldfinger, and in turn he turned around and gave me this right here. And it doesn't have any real brand name on it, although it's really well constructed, polycarbonate scales, all that, and it is a switchblade. But if you'll notice the shape of that blade, that's just like the one that Joker used in The Dark Knight when he said, "You want to know how I got these scars on my face?" But we always joked about that. That's the Joker's knife. Here's one I picked up at the local gas station, the Shell, and luckily in my state switchblades are not illegal to carry, so they're fine. But this is I think it's called a Yang Mao. It's made in the USA. I love this knife. I mean, it's really good. It's got a beautiful rosewood handle. It's got a real good hand feel to it, but it's a switchblade too, and as you can see, it's got a very nasty blade on it. Got that ribbing right there, and a finger ring, which I'm big about these kind of finger ring knives. I mean, because you don't want, like I said, you don't want this thing slipping out of your hand trying to fight somebody with it or trying to fight off an animal with it. And just overall, it had a neat little feature. It had a flip out flashlight there, but the bolt here came loose one day and I forgot to put it back in, lost the bolt. Figured I'd just take it out and leave it out. It's just fine the way it is. Last but not least, I just got this. This is, as you can see, it's like a mirror. But this is an Aguila machete. And I don't know exactly what country that's from. As you can see there, I mean, it's just a really, really well constructed chrome machete. I'm going to be handling it and using it as a fighting knife, you know, in case the stuff hits the fan and whatnot. I don't want to be up on a guy with that where I could have this kind of reach, and it's extremely, extremely light. It's not hard to sling around at all. Not tiring to use, and it's made out of some weird steel that is, when I sharpened it, the edge retained that mirror finish. It's not just like chromed. It's like made of chrome or something. I don't know, but as you can see, that blade gleams just as bright as the rest of the metal. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know what it is, where this company comes from, but I have seen these before, and as I understand it, they make great machetes. I'd have to agree. I really would, because I think that's going to serve me well in the future. I'm going to add this to the bug-out vehicle. And that's about it. You know, I don't have a lot, but what I do have is nice, and I like to keep it nice. So I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, there's a wealth around.